Hey everybody, since I'm tardy to the party today, we're just going to do a general reading for whenever you happen to find this. Does not have to be February 9th when I'm recording this. So we're going to take a look at the animal medicine that you might need today. I did a similar one like this, a pick a card. It's in the playlist there if you're curious, but there were 9 cards to choose from. We're going to do 3 today. And I picked the lightning bolt symbol because, hey, it's Jupiter Day. Zeus got the lightning coming down. So I'm going to take a look at each card and I'll read the description from the book. So we have number 1, number 2, or number 3. Okay, so pile number 1, you have the beaver, number 22, which is a master number, the master builder and Master Destroyer, but the beaver here I think is focusing on the building aspect of that. So busy as a beaver, some of you might be working a lot, grinding, taking care of business. That's cool. So this says beaver is the doer in the animal kingdom. Beaver medicine is akin to water and earth energy and incorporates a strong sense of family and home. If you were to look at the dams that block woodland streams, you would find several entrances and exits. In building its home, beaver always leaves itself many alternative escape routes. This practice is a lesson to all of us not to paint ourselves into corners. If we eliminate our alternatives, we dam the flow of experience in our lives. A doer is characterized by industriousness, and beaver knows that limitation cancels productivity. Beaver is armed with very sharp teeth that are capable of felling whole trees. Imagine what those teeth could do to the limbs of predators. From the rear, beaver is armed with a paddle-like tail that aims in swimming as well as guarding its behind. This tiny mammal is well equipped to protect its creation. To understand beaver medicine, you might take a look at the power of working and attaining a sense of achievement. In building a dream, teamwork is necessary. To accomplish a goal with others involves working with the group mind. Group mind constitutes harmony of the highest order without individual egos getting in the way. Each partner in the project honors the talents and abilities of the others and knows how to complete the piece of the puzzle that belongs to them. In working well with others, a sense of community is achieved and unity ensues. If beaver has appeared in your spread, it may be time to put your idea into action or to complete some project that has been neglected. The beaver card could also be asking you to settle differences with fellow workers and friends. Beaver tells you to look for alternative solutions to life's challenges and to protect the creation which you put your love and energy into. Sometimes beaver brings you a warning to watch your back. If this is your message, you will know it by position in the card falls in your spread. Use discernment and all will be fine. Well, this is the only card we have in our spread, so just use your discernment. Careful who you're partnering up with in business, and protect your creation. That's where your energy is going. If you're working on your great work, then you certainly don't want people coming and throwing a wrench in it. Okay, if you'd like to pick another pile, you can do that at this time, but we're going to move on to pile number 2. All right, pile number 2, or card number 2, you got the Dragonfly, number 27. Okay, the card title is Illusion. Dragonfly breaks illusions, brings visions of power. No need to prove it. Now is the hour. Know it, believe it. Great Spirit intercedes, feeding you, blessing you, filling all your needs. Dragonfly medicine is of the dream time and of the illusory facade we accept as physical reality. The iridescence of dragonfly's wings reminds us of colors not found in our everyday experience. Dragonfly's shifting of color, energy, form, and movement explodes into the mind of the observer, bringing vague memories of a time or place where magic reigned. Dragonfly is the essence of the winds of change, the messages of wisdom and enlightenment, and the communications from the elemental world. This elemental world is made up of the tiny spirits of plants and of the elements of air, earth, fire, and water. In essence, this world is full of nature spirits. If Dragonfly has flown into your cards today, you may have forgotten to water your plants. On another level, you may need to give thanks for the food you eat, for sustaining your body. On a psychological level, it may be time to break down illusions you have held that restrict your actions or ideas. Dragonfly medicine always beckons you to seek out the parts of your habits which you need to change. Have you put on too much weight, or have you started to look like a scarecrow? Have you tended to the changes you have wanted to make in your life? If you feel the need for change, call on Dragonfly to guide you through the mists of illusion to the pathway of transformation. See how you can apply the art of illusion to your present question or situation, and remember that things are never completely as they seem. All right, number 2, that's all I have for you today. Feel free to pick another card if you like it this time, but we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye. All right, card number 3, you chose the Porcupine, number 12. Title of this card is Innocence. Porcupine, remind me of innocence again, with every man a brother, every woman a friend. The south of the medicine wheel is the place of childlike innocence and humility. It is the home of playfulness and the position of porcupine on the medicine wheel of life. Porcupine has many special qualities and a very powerful medicine, the power of faith and trust. The power of faith contains within it the ability to move mountains. The power of trust in life involves trusting that the Great Spirit has a divine plan. Your task is to find the pathway that is most beneficial for you and that uses your greatest talents to further the plan. Trust can open doorways to creation of space. The space thus created allows others to open their hearts to you and to share their gifts of love, joy, and companionship. If you were to observe porcupine, you would immediately notice its quills. These quills are only used when trust has been broken between porcupine and another creature. Much like otter, porcupine is a gentle, loving creature and non-aggressive. When fear is not present, it is possible to feed porcupine by hand and never get struck by its quills. Through understanding the basic nature of this animal, you may come to understand your own need for trust and faith, and for becoming like a child again. In today's society, this is a needed reminder to honor the wonder of life and the appreciation of each new day as an adventure or of discovery. Porcupine sat silently looking at a hollow log. She wondered if it was a playhouse that nature had created just for her. Porcupine envisioned all the things she could do with the log. She could climb on top and make the log roll from side to side. She could go inside and see if there were any juicy worms for her dinner. She could also scratch her back on the rough outer bark if she wanted to. Just as Porcupine was pondering what to do next, she saw Bear approaching. Bear was big and black and looking for honey. Oh, another playmate to share my log, she thought. Hello, Bear, she cooed. Do you want to play and share my log with me? Gruff old Bear snorted. Porcupine, don't you know that I'm too old to play? You're in my way. I'm looking for honey. Go away. Why, Bear, you're never too old to play, she replied. If you forget what it was like to be a cub, you'll always be as impatient and gruff as you are now. Bear began to think about what Porcupine had said. Maybe she was right. All the other creatures had run away from Bear in fright. Even the other bears had turned up their noses when he growled at them. This little Porcupine was certainly trusting him not to eat her. She even offered to be his friend. The old bear looked at Porcupine and began to feel something move inside him. He started to remember the games he had played as a cub. Joy started to live in him again. Little Porcupine, you have reminded me that in becoming strong and seeking answers, I got caught in trying to be an intellectual. I became afraid of what others would think if I dropped my mask of gruffness. I was afraid they wouldn't take me seriously anymore. You have taught me that in being a fuddy-duddy, I was causing others not to care for me. Thank you. I'd love to play with this old log. And so it was that Bear became childlike again and learned the innocence of Porcupine. In choosing the Porcupine card, you have given yourself a gentle reminder not to get caught in the chaos of the adult world where fear, greed, and suffering are commonplace. The medicine in this card is that of relief from seriousness and severity. Open your heart to those things that gave you joy as a child. Remember the preciousness of fantasy and imagination and the making of some game or toy from nothing but scraps. Honor the playfulness of spirit that lets everyone win. Awesome. So have some fun today. Take a break if you're working too much and do something you really enjoy. It'll bring a lot of life back into your life and hopefully invite more people into it. Okay, everyone, I hope you enjoyed. Pick another card if you want it this time, but otherwise we'll see you in the next reading. Have a great day. Bye-bye.